So we're back with Ostranauts. Ostranauts. This is a top-down space exploration game. It's got some new elements to it, and I wanted to go through them a little bit with everybody, and so I can show off what they've done. A lot of the streamers and YouTubers, that's the word. A lot of the streamers and YouTubers have been kind of neglecting this one because there was a long stretch last year where the developer just didn't release any new content. It was about 6 months. And in that period, they went from version 9.5 to version 10.0. And since they went to 10.0, they've been releasing at least weekly updates. There's been a lot of changes in the last few weeks. So I'm going to go through a little bit about what's new at the game. So we're going to go over a new character generation, and then I'll switch to a current profile that I have, and we'll look at the changes within the actual game engine. So you can see it with a longer term writing engine. So we're going to go ahead and start a new game. And we're going to build a new character. Doing this will show you how they've changed the start. Now the original startup, as you went to it, you start with your character's face, and then you went to a kiosk to do some stuff. To pick your skills and things, and then you went to another kiosk to do your career, and then you went to a trade terminal to learn how to do trading, and it was just a lot of unnecessary steps when they could have just done most of that in a logical tutorial inside the actual game. What they've done now is they've actually done just that. We have a tutorial and we have a setup where you're doing your character history, and then you start in your room. So we're gonna go ahead and do a character. We need a girl. Let's see if we can find a good random character here. I'm not picky about looks, so let's go with this chick. And how Pruitt. Let's see. Katie Aubrey Richard. Amber Vincent. K. James. I like that one. We'll go with K. James. Now, once we're out of here, we're going to hit done. And you can go through all of this. And there's all kinds of stuff in here. Scarves and glasses. This hasn't changed at all. Yeah, it's all as it was before. So you can go through here and you can even give your chick a beard if you want. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead, done. And then it takes us into the character generator. This gives us a little bit of background. Over here it tells us a little about our character, our name, net worth, any attributes and skills that we currently have. This gives you an idea on where you start. So you got a couple of them, you get your parents. So I start with Shipbreaker, Skilled Ship Engineering, which is good, and Skilled 0G Ops. That's fine. We're going to hit OK. And then here we have a couple of different options. So Seek Adventure, this is what they used to do to determine your traits and whatnot randomly. Working skills. Now this, we're just going to do one of these just so I can show you the screen. This allows you to pick any skill that you want, and then it tells you in these little pips here how many years it takes. This takes 3 years for civil engineering, software engineering is 1 year, and so on. So I'm going to take, say, construction. And then traits is the same way. This shows you which ones you're allowed to have, which ones are locked out, you can't take. I can't have fit because I'm fragile, and so on. So let's say, let's see here. I don't know, what's a good one? Charisma, that's 3 years. Let's not take the waste 3 years, let's not waste that much time. Let's say ambitious. Now, if I do save money, um, it'll take 1 year, and I'll get a small amount of cash. If I say seek ship, this will end my tutorial, or then this part of the tutorial, and move on to this next part of the tutorial. We're not going to do that. Resume, this is what you can see your character's bio, and on this side it has all your traits and skills. We have none, so it doesn't matter. I think we had a construction skill. Not a big deal. So if you go seek adventure, you'll have a couple different options here. And each of these gives you little options. So we have test the heavy lifter. This is one of the items that we can do a couple different things on. Each of these will give you something different. Like notify corporate will give you, I think, loyalty. Yeah, smuggle it will give you a connection to the black market and a little bit of cash. Bribe your boss, I think, gives you another connection, but gives you a lot of cash. Smash it to pieces. I don't know what that does for you. I can't see that doing anything positive. So let's go ahead and do bribe the boss. So I bribed the boss. We get 750 credits. We got a contact. That was our boss. And we got etiquette. Now, I don't know what this is good for. I haven't seen it in any of the dialogue boxes come up. But it's an option. Pick another one. Let's see. Report it. Instigate. Let's instigate violence. In this case, we got skilled melee, armed and unarmed melee. We also got some credits. New enemy. We got new enemy here, new enemy here. That's cool. Not that they really matter much. I've never actually run into an enemy. I've also never run into an ally. So, that's something that's coming down the pipe later on, I guess. But each of these gives you different skills. Like, we can fake an alarm. And this one gives us hacking and genius. So now I have hacking skill. It only cost me a year. And over here, we can hack it, watch movies, suit maintenance, and so on. What else do we got? We've got take the stick, that's ship piloting. Ship piloting. And a born wound healing. Oh, so I'm gonna be, I don't want to get hurt. Yay. This one here, there's a couple different options that are good for. Honestly, the only that's worth anything is get them drunk. You gain brave the first time, but you also get a lot of money. And the rest of them really aren't worth picking up right now. Now, later on, that may change. As the skills change and they become more useful, then it's possible. So, that's fine. Admin and loyal. As you do this, you're going to pick up different things. But you're also going to pick up different items. As you work through it, let's take the risk. Nope, I'm going to be in the brig for a while. Oh well. I don't think that actually matters if you choose anything else. I don't think it really matters. Let's say intel for corp. I don't know what that's going to give me. Street etiquette and honest. I don't know how that's useful. But we'll go through that. Break the engine. And you just go through it. Eventually you learn the ones you want. The second job as an electrician is useless. You get a couple $100. Now ship spotting, you make a deal with some dude, and you make a lot of money. So, really worth it. Seek Adventure is your best option no matter what you want to do. And you can break it anytime. There's a couple different ships that you can get. There's a ship that you have to pay for, and it's a royal hunk of junk. There's a coffin, which you don't have to pay for, but it's, again, a hunk of junk. And then you've got a ship you can win inside of one of these adventures. So let's hack them. Really, what you want here is you want at least 9,000. That's what you really want. Here it is. In this case, I'm only 36. You have until 50. So I'm actually going to call them a technicality so I can get gambling. And some money. And that will probably come back up before I retire. So let's do that. And then we'll pick up bribe your boss with the profits. Smash it. Take it for yourself. Don't do this. These take it for yourself risk one. It is a risk here. As of right now, as far as I can tell, all of those will just wind you in jail and you lose another year. So instead of 1 year, it takes 2. It's really not worth it at this point. In the future, they might actually be worth it. But right now, not so much. Back to Seek Adventure. Again, this one in jail. Instigate violence, tell cops, backstab. Give me the money. All I gave me was money. Troubleshoot engine. Nothing, I already had that state. Had that stat. Go ship spotting. Star right, pick the pot, hack them. Let's see. Be a hero, no. Hide in the air vent. Sleep with crate, anything for that? Picking up as many skills and traits as you can is definitely useful. So here's the deal. This ship. Now, as of right now, the only way to get this ship is to grab the key and run. The call the bluff, you lose. Thanks and fold, you get some money and walk away. If you cheat, you lose. Call the technicality again, you get a little bit of money and you get nothing in return. So in this case, you grab the key and run. That's your best bet. Because that ship is free. And you don't really care about it. This is the tutorial. You can go through this with the tutorial. Like power this on and, do the repairs and so on. Do your inventory and so on. Do the inventory. It says put clothes on. You gotta come down here and grab some clothes. Really, all you need is this yellow suit. Honestly, it don't matter. The only thing that matters is the spacesuit. Right here, the pressure suit. It's the only thing you'll ever wear. You'll wear the pressure suit forever. You'll never worry about anything else. That's it. You'll have a pressure suit, and that's all you're going to care about. You're not going to care about anything else until you install and everything. So that's really the changes to the startup. Is just that part there. Not too much changes, but I like the alterations. The only thing that I would ask for is a quick start. So like in the original, once you were finished and you got your selected ship, you could go back through and manually edit your stats. A lot of games allow you to do that. And I think that having that be an option of like, being able to manually edit your stats and then having it select your starting ship at random would be a good idea. Because there's a couple ships you can start with on the random versus the other. But I'll show you your current ship. Let's speed this up real quick. Because we really don't need this. anything on K-Leg is grotesquely slow. It really is. It's really slow. But here's your ship. Start that one. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the fog of war real quick, so you can see that ship. This is it. This is that ship that we stole. It's got this little docking bay area here. It's got a little secondary area here. A little bit of space here. Now the tin cans are about this big. There's two of them. One's about this big, and the other one's about this big. Then I forgot. This is currently the only ship that's worth using, unless you get lucky. And if you know what you're doing, if you know how to play the game, taking the other tin cans can be advantageous because you can get good ships in the field, but not always. So in this case, though, we're going to exit to the main menu because I don't care about that little save. I'm going to switch to my current save that I'm working on, and we'll go from there. I'll kind of go over some of the new stuff on this side. Thankfully, not much has changed. There are a few new things. Like the conversations are a little more robust than they used to be. So that's good. And the system has a few more configurations in certain aspects. So there's some new content. There's some old content. There's not much that's changed, but the stability updates in the last couple of months have been phenomenal. There was a while that it crashed constantly. It would have crash issues, or it would have load lag issues, or things just wouldn't work properly. It was just a lot of issues, and they've been working through those bugs, which is good. That's what, early access is good for. Allows them to have multiplayer people playing the game and getting through the bugs. The Discord server, you can get to it from here, Discord. The forums, the Blue Bottle Gaming forums or the Steam forums, don't bother with those. They're both really just a waste of time. You can do the online bug report, that's fine, that's good. The manual, either normal or the PDF, both of those are really good, very knowledgeable. But the Discord is your best bet. You want to know what's going on, you want to know if you find a bug, you want to know if it's reported, that's being handled pretty much through the Discord server. So go there if you have questions. And if you can't find it, ask. And a lot of people are playing this game. A lot of the devs are on there, the players are on there. It's worth it. So this is my current ship. This is the, what do they call this thing? I forget what they call this thing. This one is a very interesting layout. They call it, what is it now? It is the Millennium Pony. It's a U-shaped ship based on the YT-1300 design from Star Wars. Now, my version of this points down. This is the thing that we have requested that they fix this orientation so that it allows us to orient the ship any way we like in the 4 directions. And they haven't done that yet. Though it has been requested that it be done. So, hopefully at one point in time we'll actually get those types of changes. But we'll see. Let's see now. So we have a couple new items. We have bags, like these big bags. I have one in my backpack. Right here. And it's a big bag. The small bags are like this bag. This is bigger by one whole row. It's huge. And I have two of them. My suit's got a bunch of pouches, but don't really worry about that too much. Oop. A couple of new things that they've done is these wall bins, these bulkhead bins. These are in the wall slot. So if you go to inventory, you can see this. It's small. It's like 2 by 2. Hold on. Let me turn that off. I don't need it. Actually, I think the game music's on. I think there's game music too. Hold on. Audio. Turn this back on. Alright. So these are new. And it's in the same wall slot as the other tools that go on the wall. So like the pressure alarms, the lights, and so on go on the walls. So it's all in the same spot, and this actually should be closed. Does it have? Yeah, it's got air vent. Okay. I'll say, does it have an air vent? This one doesn't have an air vent though. That's interesting. I have to put an air vent in at some point, but that's okay. So this spaceship's got a couple rooms. It's got this area down here for living. We have this airlock. Like I said, this used to be a U-shaped ship, and this block right here was empty. I filled it in to have more space down here. Not a big deal. So my airlock down here has some more room. And this is a secondary airlock that I use. And then the engine room hasn't changed at all. Like the battery control panel. It hasn't changed. It's just a battery wall. No big deal. Same with these here. They haven't changed at all. They do work. I wish they would add in pressure meters. So like if I go to the pump, I go to the control panel on the pumps, I can't see what the pressure in the tank is. I can see that it's attached to something, so that it will know when to release air. But you can't see when it needs air. Now this is a new item. It's a dolly, and it can hold any item, hold large items, and it's this big old dolly. So you can use that to drag around heavy items more efficiently. At least that's the theory anyway. I haven't used it yet. But I got this big back room, got some helium tanks, got the water tank. These are hydras. I have 2 of them. Don't need 2, but I have 2. And the generators are still finicky. So be aware. They haven't quite fixed the reactor yet. The fusion reactor is still a little wonky. So let me see here. If I want to turn the reactor on, I gotta turn it to battery power. And then try that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Purge is off. And ignition. If I got it all right. And there, it's good. So everything's pushed up here. Switches over to charging. This is currently a bug. In order for it to charge batteries, it actually has to be, you have to be on the screen to charge the batteries right now. That is a bug. I don't know if it's been reported, but I noticed that one earlier today when I was doing some testing. So that's really it. Not much has changed, but it's doing well. And I'm going to go on to my normal gameplay from here. I want to take a look at it. Well, I'm going to make a little split real quick.